Hello, welcome to Critical Recap. I'm Dani Carr, and I'm here to catch you up on the latest episode of Critical Role. You can also catch up with the Critical Role podcast on Spotify, iTunes, and Google. Make sure to check out critroll.com for cool merch and information on events like Austin and more. Now, here's what happened on episode 76, Refjorged. The Mighty Nein crashed the teleportation circle in the Vellum steeple, surprising the archivists. After being lightly scolded, the group heads to a tavern where Caleb identifies the items not stole to be elven chainmail and a one-time use Dispel magic stone. They play a game for the stone, which Rini wins, but she gives the stone to Bo. The chainmail changes hands a few times before ending up with Caleb, who can benefit from it. Now at the anvil, the party present the ice flex to Umagorn, who is amazed by their accomplishments. Before they head to the kiln, the Nine decide to procure Ava's ring so they can get the residuum. This involves them staking out the House of the Tumblecarves, an elitist noble family known for collecting strange items. Rini, Caleb, and Jester turn into bats to have a discussion with the hundreds on the cavern ceiling over the house, but a bat's attention span is not ideal.
If I brought you back food later, could you help me with something?
Maybe? The guy's like, whoa, food.
Do you like bread?
I like bread.
They both look at each other and hear that and go, I like bread, I like bread. They seem to be more interested in chiming in as a group than actually considering how much they like bread.
Rini is able to get their assistance as an early warning system, and the three of them investigate the house closer, with Caleb finding a hatch on the roof. After returning to her house, Rini dreams of Samliel, who is proud of the lessons she has learned and urges her to find solace in her own decisions and her work in his name. In the morning, the Nine head back to the Tumblecarves, ready to put their infiltration plan to work. Caleb and Ford stay outside to guard, and the others turn invisible, with Rini changing into a giant owl. She takes Bo and Caleb to the roof, but they get the attention of a guard on a balcony. Jester and Nott appear behind him, and Nott accidentally kills the guard.
Fucking dead. Instantly.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You killed him.
His head fell off. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
The infiltrators reconvene and head into the house, following Jester's locate object spell. They disarm some traps in their search for the ring, with Nott stealing a few items, including a note about delayed deliveries, signed IJ. Jester thinks this is slaver activity. A worried Caleb joins them inside, and Jester reveals the murder of the guard. Rini tries to remind herself that the Tumblecarves are bad guys. They eventually find themselves in a pentagram chamber. They investigate, finding the ring and multitudes of powerful magical items. Caleb dispels magic on the case with the ring, and Nott uses Mage Hand to retrieve it, along with a book. They alert some guards during their escape, but make it back to Rini's home safely.
We have stolen valuable items from dangerous people and things twice in a row now.
That went pretty well, actually.
Yeah, really, you are our good luck charm.
I think so.
They return to Ava with the ring, which is able to implant dreams in someone's mind. Ava gives them the residuum, and the Nine meet back up with Umagorn and Dylan, where they return to the kiln. Umagorn excitedly begins reforging the sword, but it is a long process set to take all night. After communing with the Wild Mother, Clay gives all the residuum to the magma, where the green crystal changes to a purple glass. Caleb gives Ford the book that Nott stole, telling him that the party has never considered him useless. The group discusses the slaver's note they found, and they put together that the J stands for Jagantoth, the family in Shady Creek Run that sponsored the Iron Shepherds. Ford goes to meditate, attempting to reach out to the Wild Mother. He has a vision of being in the ocean and a maternal face looking down on him from a bright blue sky. She tells him that he has been lost, but the water is hers too, and he has found his way to her. There is a dark seed in him that she cannot heal, but she can protect him.
Will you walk my lands, swim my shores, and guide my children as one of my own?
Yes. Yes, I would.
The smile widens. Then embrace me.
Meanwhile, Rini confesses to Bo that she finds her pretty, and the two share a kiss and a walk. Caleb talks to Nott about her drinking, and that Nott considers the alcohol her shield, something to protect her while she protects everyone else. Caleb asks her to trust them, and she promises to try. In the morning, Umagorn presents the reforged Star Razor. The Nine look for Ford, finding a dome of frozen seaweed. They push through and pull Ford out. He's a bit sturdier and stockier. He tells them about his dream, and the party urge him to attempt magic. He's unable to summon his falchion or control water, but he does alter his appearance to look like Nott, even casting Eldritch Blast successfully.
And I will look at Nott and say,
Eldritch Blast.
Energy gathers within his palm, but as opposed to the dull, sickly green coloration, this has a deeper verdant tint to it as it fires out 2 blasts.
The Star Razor is given to Ford, and that is it for episode 76 of Critical Role. But is that really it? I have some thoughts. Holy shit, y'all, that was a lot! They broke into a house with ties back to the Iron Shepherds, unspooled a whole thread about secret slavers, and Ford's undergone an entire transformation leading to a new class. Clay got a strange purple crystal out of his vision residuum, and Caleb finally gave Nott the intervention that she desperately needed. Also, Bo got action again, thus proving that the more sex this party has, the faster they level up. Oh, mighty Nine. Anyway, catch episode 77 next Thursday on September 5th at 7 p.m. Pacific on twitch.tv/criticalrole or a week later on our podcast, and stay tuned to critroll.com for all the latest updates. Hey y'all! Thanks for watching this episode of Critical Recap. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that little bell below to get notifications on all our uploads. Bye!